Hello, and welcome to another episode of the Holistic Human Performance Podcast. I'm your host, Jenna Bradshaw, and today we are going to talk about the human energy system. Big topic. It's a whole other education. If you did not go to school for, naturopath or acupuncture or massage therapy, or herbalism, it's going to be challenging for anyone to really learn this topic and education because, again, it's not taught. And also another reason why I do what I do, because the connection between the human energy system and the human anatomy and physiology system is potent and not to be ignored. It's, again, holism. It's a part of mind, body, and soul. It's the connection between all things. Energy is everything. This pen is energy. My hand is energy. We are energetic beings. And so when we can learn to tap into that, we can truly thrive in our health and our lives. And for me personally, when I started to learn about the human energy system, when I started writing my first book, A Survivor Story, it changed the perspective of how I view everything in life and how I view the body as a whole. Because again, we're not parts, we are a whole. We cannot have one thing we cannot separate them. It can't be. And so when we can lean into this more and honor that, it is a game changer for our health and our well-being. So what is the human energy system? So the human energy system is really the function that comes into form with our physiology. And so with that, it enhances our knowledge, our experience of life, and all things connected as oneness. And to be honest, we have so much energy in and around our bodies. From what I've learned, everyone's heard of the chakra system. Well, basically everyone. It's the in-body energetic wheels, and wheels does mean chakras in our bodies. And they're connected to organs, they're connected to our auric field, our energetic bodies. So we have over 32 of these energetic points in and surrounding our bodies. And what's cool about the energetic system and our chakras, our meridians. So if anyone's familiar with acupuncture has everything to do with our energetic channels in the body, which are called meridians. So for example, you have one of your teeth, right? Your tooth is connected. It has a channel and it's connected to, an organ. So maybe one tooth is connected to the thyroid, right? Or one of your parathyroid glands. So these channels are meridians that connect one organ to the other and also connected to our energetic energy, our field, our aura, our chakra system. It's all connected. And what's really cool about the human energy system is our chakras, specifically our in-body chakras, starting from when we're in the womb until we're out of the womb and then continuing to grow and evolve through life, our chakras are recycling and growing throughout this process. So from age 0 to 7, our chakras recycle every 7 years, which is so interesting because our bodies will change every 7 years. Your hair changes, well, really every year, but it all changes every 7 years. So you're recycling your chakra system every 7 years. So what's interesting is right now for me, I am 29 going on 30 years old at the end of June, when I'm recording this. And where I'm at in my age, I am recycling my 9th chakra point, which has to do with my soul's mission and purpose. And so right now I'm very much living out my soul's mission and purpose and learning everything that I can do and really taking advantage of energetic healings and meditation and all the things that I can do to enhance my own healing journey, which in turn helps out with my soul's mission and purpose. So that's really cool. Not only do our organs regenerate in our cells, but our energetic system also recycles every 7 years. So I implore you to take a look at where you're at in life. What age are you? And take a look at which chakra system is affiliated with that age, because that will show you where you need to go in life and what you need to focus on in that moment, in that time, which is absolutely fascinating if you think about that. So it's form and function. Form, the energetic system; function, our body, our physiology, our human anatomy. Every single organ, cell, DNA, everything in our body has an energetic meaning, just like every disease has an energetic meaning. Every single thing is energy, which has an energetic meaning. So again, you cannot have one without the other. You can't have the human energy system without the human anatomy and physiology system. It just cannot happen. We are vibrational frequency beings. And again, your cells vibrate at a very high frequency, which sends out those frequency waves. So when you, for example, enter a room, you're either attracting or you're deterring people from you based off your energy, which, I mean, think about it. When you enter a room, are people coming up to you? Oh my gosh, hi, how are you? It's been so, like, are they interacting with you or are they completely deterred from you? Because that's going to also give you a little clue into your energetic field and kind of where you're at. Now, when some people are too open or too closed off, this also plays a role in our anatomy and physiology. So for example, if someone, I always like to talk about the throat chakra because I'm all about communication. I also had thyroid cancer, so I like to talk about it. So thyroid connected, throat, thyroid connected to the throat chakra, okay? So the throat chakra is blue. It has to do with communication, speaking our truth and letting people know who we are deep down on a soul level, and really being able to communicate that clearly and precisely. Teaching, right? So if someone is too open, and by the way, chakras are wheels of energy. So I view them as cones that come out of each of the points in our body, and they just line up down the body. And what's really cool, if you want to learn a lot more, I would check out Dr. Joe Dispenza's book, Becoming Supernatural, because he did some research where it shows that the people that had, I believe he used some type of electrodes, but it was able to tell where the person's chakra was. So there's pictures where it shows the heart chakra was out of the energetic body, out of the body and to the left, right? It wasn't aligned in a perfect alignment, as above, so below. We have our crown chakra that connects us to divine source. We have our root chakra that connects us to Mother Earth. And so that is this duality of both, and this energy that's just flowing through us. When we aren't able to flow, this is where problems start to arise in the physical body. So basically how it works with disease, illness, injury, whatever you're going through, if you have some type of pain, it started outside of the body, actually, in your energetic field. And then it seeped. So you have these lighter layers. And then obviously, as we come closer to the physical body, it becomes more dense. And so that injury, that disease, that illness actually starts in the energetic field and then seeps into the physical body if we don't do the work on our health, on our healing, taking care of the physical body, which is really fascinating. So the throat chakra, right? Blue color, speaking our truth. Now, I believe, and I've been told this by other mediums and energetic healers, that when I went through cancer the first time, which this is really interesting, and obviously there's a lot more to discuss on the topic and variables that play a role. But, when a child has a disease and sickness, specifically like cancer, it is a learning lesson for the other people around them. And also obviously playing a role into your life's mission and purpose. So that's really cool. Now, I didn't do the healing work when I was young. I was 3.5 years old. I didn't really I had a childhood, but those early years, right? I was way behind, didn't really have that childhood, couldn't play sports. I was behind in everything. Couldn't even read at, age 5. So now I didn't do the healing work. You don't know what you don't know. Later on down the road, age 20, diagnosed with thyroid cancer, makes sense now that I know the energetic field and the human energy system, that I did end up with thyroid cancer because I didn't talk about my journey. I didn't talk about my cancer story. I didn't speak my truth, and I just stuffed all the emotions down unconsciously. I didn't even realize it. And so guess what happened? After all those years, it played a role on my physical body, and it manifested in the physical body as thyroid cancer. So, and when you think about, and what I've learned about cancer and the energy, like I said, every disease has an energetic meaning. Cancer, the energetic meaning, the overarching meaning is repression of power. Oh, shocking. And so when you lean into this and learn more about the energy system and how it actually does play the largest role on our health and well-being, it's a game changer. It's a game changer. And then you can actually, for me, it was kind of like this beacon of hope, because a lot of people are solely focused on the fitness and the food to heal their bodies, which obviously that is a non-negotiable, right? However, we neglect that the energy body actually plays 50% of that, maybe even more, in manifesting disease in the body, and also how you can flip the coin and go from, just this disease, and then you can heal your body. There are so many people, thousands of people, that have shared their story about holistically healing their body of cancer. Now, you can do what you want, but know that you have options, and you can learn as much as you can on these different healing modalities. And obviously, everybody has a different story, and everybody has a different soul's mission, purpose, soul blueprint, and journey. However, when you can let go of the structured, narrow-minded, I'm only going to heal my body or be able to heal from Western medicine, fitness, and food, and expand that to more, you will see a huge benefit. You will see a huge leap in your physical body. Now, because the energetic body is always ahead of the physical body, it may take time for your body to heal, but no, it is absolutely possible. I know people who have healed overnight. I know people who have gotten surgery and then they were fine, and the cancer never came back. So it all has to do with your energy, right? So let's think of it this way. We have thoughts, but where does that thought come from? It actually comes from your energetic field, and then comes into a thought form in the mind. When that thought form comes into the mind, it creates a physical reaction, an emotion, a biochemical reaction in the body, which is the emotion, which is then the physiological response. And so if you're constantly thinking negative thoughts and emotions, or if you're feeling negative emotions and you have this negative feedback loop, it's going to play a role in your health and well-being and your energy, and it's going to suck you dry. And so when we can tap into learning about the human energy system and the chakra points and how important they play, the role that they play in our health and well-being, it is an absolute game changer. Trust me, it has helped me tenfold in my cancer journey, and removing the fear of a cancer reoccurrence, and knowing that I am good and I'm here to share my story and help other people. And really, this is just food for thought. It doesn't matter, people that listen are very much into this. If you're not, that's cool too, but I implore you to have an open mind and take some, learn about the human energy system, learn about your body, learn about your own energy. What gives you energy? What takes your energy? What are your non-negotiables? What are your boundaries? What makes you feel like garbage? What food makes you feel like garbage? Because that's energy too, in food form. And it gives literally our body energy, or it takes energy from us and it harms us, right? It either helps or harms. So that's why the metaphysical approach to healing is super important. And I believe everyone should learn about it in some way, shape, or form. Obviously, take it or leave it, totally up to you. But I believe that everyone should learn about this and know that they have other options on their healing journey, whatever they're going through, especially when it comes to the health. If you don't have your health, you don't have anything. So why not just learn about it and apply it? And hey, listen, if you tried it and it doesn't work, fine, but I implore you to just continue on the journey. You can obviously learn more about the human energy system and how it applies to our health and well-being in my book, A Survivor Story, but you can also learn about it in the on-demand holistic living education that I create on holistichumanperformance.co, or come join a live class, or if you need some one-on-one coaching, totally up to you, but you can find all of that on the website, holistichumanperformance.co. I hope this was helpful and it kind of opened your mind to other possibilities of healing. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.